Blessings, young Rios. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, the one thing I don't like about parents as well sometimes is, when I try and tell something, right? And in the middle of what I'm trying to say, they cut me off straight away. And I was like, you know what? If you're going to be like that, next time I won't tell you anything.
Wait, you just lost me. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Wait, start over, young Rios.
Sorry, what I said was, sometimes though I don't like about some parents is basic, when you try and tell them something, right? And they react first instead of listen, you know? Basically, you say something, right? And they don't let you finish. And the way they react, right? If they keep doing that, it's like, next time I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've had that issue with my son and my daughter. They be trying to tell me something, but see, I only react like that when I know they lying to me. I'll cut them right off. Like I don't want to hear it. When you're ready to tell me the truth, then I'll listen to you. So I know what you're saying, like because I've had my kids tell me like, "Don't cut me off. Let me finish." No, when you come to me straight up and forward, then I'll listen to you. I don't want to hear that bullshit. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of parents out here, and I'm gonna put it in this way. Young Ria has made a great point because there's a lot of parents out here when the kids are trying to explain a situation or a problem that they're going through, they cut them off and they don't listen to what they gotta say. And then the problem gets deep. And when it's time to sit here and speak up for your child, you cannot speak up because you don't know what the fuck is going on because you didn't give them 1 minute to speak. You were yelling, you were screaming, you were shouting, and you did not let your child explain it to you. When it comes to your child, listen, I know that a lot of kids lie, but you need to listen to both sides of the story. And as a parent, you should know when your child lies to you and when your child tells you the truth. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know how many parents are out there, but as a parent, I know when my child lies. I know when my child is telling me the truth. And I know when my child is trying to hide something from me.
Yeah. Mm.
So we should know our kids.
Yeah, and also basic, the tone as well. Basically, yeah, I get it though, But I'm saying, sometimes for some parents, I get that's the way they speak, but like the way the tone is. So, when you're trying to explain something, to some parents, when you explain something to them, the way they speak, the tone, right? Basically makes it really hard to tell anything. That's why. I can
Yeah.
understand, like, depending on what it is. However, like, that's just how it is.
But you know what's crazy? I feel as though I don't know if I'm wrong, and I don't know if anybody in the chat agrees or disagrees with me. I feel as though like them little outbursts that we get with our kids sometimes too, we get it from our parents. It's like a lot of our parents were like that, and it's like out of nowhere sometimes we just end up in. And I say it because I've caught myself. I've sat here. I'm like, yo, you sound just like your mom. Ugh, don't do that. I'll be sitting here telling myself like, yo, don't talk to your kids like that. You ain't like it when your mom did it to you. No, don't talk to your kids like that. Like I said, and I check myself. I talk to myself in the mirror, real shit. I correct myself. When I mess up with my kids, I sit here and I take the time to think. And I don't know if a lot of parents do that because sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we say shit that we don't mean to, and we have to let them know, like, look, listen, man, I ran out of patience at this moment, and I didn't mean to yell at you. I didn't mean to say this. And I've had to sit here with my kids, like, I've had a rough day. And I just want to sit down and they're just sitting here driving me crazy. And then out of nowhere, yo, they not fucking tell you to sit the fuck down and just calm down, watch something, read a book, color something. I look, listen, man, sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm an officer. Sit down, don't move. Like, real shit. But it's part of being a parent. Sometimes you have to be hard. And in the process, I don't know if being hard, sometimes we be harsh. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I
That's why I
think
said,
it
listen, man,
is.
the panel is open. We got plenty of parents out here. Y'all can leave your comments in the chat. Y'all can leave your comments after we leave the live, or y'all can come up and speak up and make the conversation a little more interesting. Because it's a good topic that young Riaz brought up. Like, what makes a lot of parents lash out to their kids the way they do? Why is it that a lot of parents don't take the time to listen to their kids? I understand young Ria's question.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess though, that's why sometimes though, that's just how it is. That's why sometimes though, it's really hard to tell anything because they make it hard as possible. That's why.
That's some parents, but at the end of the day, we do got to be hard. A lot of parents stop
I can
disciplining their
understand
kids.
that. I can understand that, but I'm saying is sometimes though, I'm not saying always, sometimes though, depending on
Yeah,
what it is though.
yeah, you right on that. But what's crazy is that sometimes it's needed, and it's crazy that now the way the law is, a lot of these parents' rights have been taken from them. You can't even scream at your kid. You can't yell at your kid. You can't really discipline your child the way you want to because as soon as they come and make a complaint to like a counselor or something, it threatens. Now you're caught up in a court system. You're caught up with dealing with judges and lawyers and all this shit, trying to keep your child in your house because you sat here and was disciplining your child. And what's crazy is a lot of these kids need the disciplining. A lot of these kids, we're building caskets no bigger than fucking 3 feet or 4 feet. We're burying our kids because we're not listening. We're not watching over them. We're not talking to them. There's too many parents out here trying to be, once again, either like their kids or their kids' best friend and not parents. So I don't get mad as much as a parent that sometimes be like, oh my God, by accident they 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 yelled at their child or something. But can we as parents sit here and actually talk to our kids? Growing up, I've seen a lot of parents do that. A lot of OGs when I was growing up, they would actually explain everything to their kids. We don't do that no more. Like,
Mm,
do we
For
have
me,
parents?
this is the best tires to say. Basically, one way I learned as well, sometimes though when I get shouted at or anything like that, yes, it works, but then sometimes there's one effective method that always works. The moment my mom says, you know what, don't talk to me. So, that face that parent makes though, right? The moment, look, I know I'm very disappointed in you, and the moment they give up on you, that's it. That makes you want to change though.
That's true. That's true. But at the end of the day, we gotta still give our parents respect. Because listen, like I tell my kids sometimes we have a hard day. And I tell a lot of kids out here, listen, you don't know what your parent goes through on a daily basis when they're out there. Like your parents the one bringing the bread to the table. Your parents the ones bringing the food to the table. They're the ones watching you, buying you your clothes, doing everything that you need. They're right there. Like you need your parents regardless of anything. And I tell them, like, listen, what you do out here reflect on your parents, and what your parents do out here reflect on you. So regardless of anything, we all have to watch what we do out here.
Mm, I agree.
We don't have conversations with our kids no more. And I've noticed that. And I've sat here, I've heard a lot of parents bring up the issue because that's why a lot of households are having issues right now. Like right now, I'm raising my kids a certain way, right? And I'm disciplining them a certain way. But when they go out there, you got kids that are not even being disciplined or not even being raised. They're just being thrown to the wolves. So now we got groups of kids coming together, right? Now we got this one bad apple in a crowd of good kids, but this one bad apple just messed up this whole crowd of good kids because of people's opinions, because of the way these people see these kids. But not all these kids are bad. It's like, for example, five families in the neighbor, all 40, like we got like what 50 houses, 60 houses here in each block, maybe 62 houses in each block in Philly, right? Or where I'm at, right? And I
Mhm.
was saying maybe like what if like three, four houses, five houses out of all these 60 houses, right? Five of them, the families threw their kids out to the wolves, while the other families were doing their jobs and raising their kids, whichever way, because you can't tell a mother or a father how to raise their child. You see where I'm coming from? They
Mhm.
doing what they do. You can't tell them how to raise their child, and a lot of people have a bad habit of doing that. Don't sit here and tell a good parent how to raise their child. You can't sit here and stand up to a parent that's abusing their child and bringing and bashing their child down. Don't stand up to one that's actually doing their job. But anyways, it doesn't matter how good you raise your child. When they end up in these crowds, there's always going to be a child or two, maybe three to four, that are not raised by their parents. They're raised by nothing more than just the wolves out in these streets. So your child is bound to get in trouble We have to be parents. We have to talk to them regardless of anything. We have to have conversations. It's not just be a mom, not sit here and just is all day teaching your child how to cook, how, to protect and defend. You have to speak to them about the things that are happening around them so they can understand. And also let them have a mind of their own. Let them speak up. Let them give their opinions. Listen to them. Listen, every day I listen to my son. He has a mind of his own. He has his own opinions. We talk about so many things. And it's crazy that I sit here and I hear other parents be like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm like, why not? Or I can't be a friend to my child. Or you hear other ones, I'm a best friend to my child. Listen, I'm a mother first and I'm a friend second. I'm going to listen to what he's got to say. This listening to my son is how I was able to help my son when it came to the court. If I wouldn't have listened to him, my son would have been sitting here turning 21. He's only 17 now, turning 21 behind a jail cell. All because he defended himself against a bully and a teacher didn't know how to do her job right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of kids out here. All parents don't got it easy, and you're gonna have these kids that come home, talking back, saying this because there's parents out there that talk back and forth with their kids like if they were just strangers from the streets. How many of y'all haven't heard these parents out here talk to their kids, call them little bitches, little niggas, say fuck you, say this and that? That's not how parents and kids should be talking to each other. Let's keep it real. I think I got a little too positive for everybody. It's too much going on. I had a whole I had a whole I'm not gonna say a debate, whole conversation with another parent the other day. She blames the music for the way the kids are acting nowadays. I blame the parents.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the chat, who do y'all think is to blame when it comes to the way the kids are behaving?
I
Us
say
or
it's
the
the
music?
parent. No, I say it's the parent though, because the parent's the one supposed to tell them what's real, what's not real, how to react to it, how to do this, and how to do whatever, Because it's not the music. Music's just inspired by what its surroundings is. If you change the entire environment, basically, the entire surroundings where the music would be positive. But now, basically, the music, because the environment's gone worse and worse, so the music will adapt to where it came from.
Facts. That's a fact. Listen, my daughter is 6 years old. 7 years old. I'm sorry, she was 6 a couple months ago. She just turned 7 on the 10th. That's why. 6. I'm so sorry. I'm tripping. Wait, yo, how I forget my daughter's age? I'm tripping. I'm going crazy. She's 7 years old. Um, right? And she sits here and she listens to her, like they got these little shows on here, like something called Lanky Box, another show called Anything Alexia and stuff like that. But this lady called Anything Alexia, she does different types of content, but she does a lot of content for kids, right? So I let my daughter sit here. She's like, Mommy, can you sit here and watch this with me? Mommy, can you? Yeah, I'll sit here and watch it, especially because I want to know what she's watching. I want to sit here and approve what she's watching and let her know, no, you cannot watch this. You're not allowed to watch this. I had to ban her from YouTube Kids. Parents are like, why you do that? YouTube Kids is the best thing that came out. I was like, y'all know what's going on YouTube Kids? Do y'all know what these damn cartoons and shows on YouTube Kids are showing our kids? I prefer for my daughter to get on my YouTube where I can see the history and I can see what she's watching because I'm paying for premium and everything. And for her to sit here and show me the shows that she like watching and talk to me about them, than to let her just sit here and watch anything. Because these shows are out of pocket nowadays. I don't let her get on YouTube Kids no more. I'm sitting here like, yo, she showed me Dora one day, and I'm like watching Dora. I'm like, that's not Dora. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, it's a whole messed up version of Dora on YouTube Kids. The little girl doing drugs. She's popping kids, giving abortions, popping pills, drinking. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, what the heck? Peppa
Yeah,
Pig is bullying kids on YouTube now, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, these cartoons ain't the same no more. And y'all telling me to let my child know I'm good.
Yeah, but the thing is what because basically this algorithm cannot tell the difference what cartoons is for kids and what's for adults. So sometimes they get mixed up, and the kids, like some of the younger kids, don't really know which is which, so they just pick whatever. That
Exactly.
ain't right, but that's just how they think.
Oh, it's the truth though. Cause listen, they gonna get their views on them shows because YouTube go by views. So that's what they show the most. Whatever, videos get the most views is what they push out there in the algorithm. So these kids, if they're entertained, if it makes them laugh, they're gonna watch and they don't understand what they're watching. They don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
It's like
know.
I
I
don't have
agree
nothing.
that because I remember, like, I think it was 2014, I don't know, a long time ago, there used to be this, like, Elsa Gate thing, basically. And I think, I didn't watch them, but I just pretty much, not like, I used to, like, check them out, basically. I was like around 12, 13 or something. Checked out some of it. It's not like I didn't like them, I just checked them out, see what's up.
Yeah, it's just the stuff on here is just crazy. Like, and these parents
Mm-hmm.
think it's, and that's the problem. We're not I said monetizing. You hear me? Monitoring our kids the right way. We're just letting them do whatever. So it's not about how you're raising your kids. It's just that at the end of the day, everybody is doing whatever. Because you can raise
Mm-hmm.
your kids the right way, but once they hit these streets, it's the problem.
Yeah. For me, basically, when I was younger, my mom and dad taught me what I was supposed to see and what I wasn't supposed to. And then also they explained to me what to be and no, and then eventually they just let me do it myself, you know?
Exactly.
And
I do. That's what I do with my daughter. Listen, people forget. Like just because my son is not here with me no more, I still raised a child that was autistic for 16 years of my life. So at
mm,
the end of the day, it's like, I got experience with these kids. So it's kind of like, yo, like what is up with a lot of these parents out here? Like, do y'all not see what these kids are watching? Do y'all not listen? Do y'all not hear? And y'all wondering why these kids are saying and doing the things that they're doing? Because y'all giving them too much freedom. It's no more parenting. And then the way the laws are now, especially with the HIPAA laws, too many of our parents' rights are being taken away from them. We can't, like, they're trying to tie our hands up. And what are the parents doing? Nothing. I hear too many people talk, but not enough people stand up.
yeah. Basically, if my mom does, she's like, basically, like when I hit like puberty or something, like when I was like 13 or whatever, like basic 13, 14 or something like that. She's like, you know what, I'm treating you like an adult in some way. Yeah, I still listen and I still obey everything. I'm still the child, but in some way, she treats me a little bit more like an adult that time.
Exactly. It's like I tell my son, he just turned 14. And I tell him every day, I say, listen, man, you're 14 already. It's time for you to start showing me responsibilities. You want this, you want that. I want to see responsibilities. When I start seeing responsibilities, you'll start getting everything you're asking me for. He got his working
Mm,
paper. Oh, don't let him work. He's only 14. No, he's going to learn responsibility because when I'm not here and tomorrow's not promised, he's going to know how to fend for himself. He knows how to cook already. He knows how to wash clothes. He knows how to clean, make his bed, do everything. So if I was to go tomorrow, he can fend for himself. I don't
yeah.
want to keep hearing, oh, they too young, they too this. That's the problem. We getting too lazy in America, and we keep thinking that our kids, the schools, are the ones that should be teaching them everything: how to cook, how to change the gas in a car, how to clean a house, how to sew, how to put their shoes on, how to count to three. No, it's your responsibility. Before these kids hit these schools, these kids should know how to read and write at least a little, at least their name. Like they should learn how to cook. They should already know how to change their clothes, put their own clothes on. Like I've seen moms out here taking their kids to fucking first grade with pacifiers still in their mouth. I'm sitting here, I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, I remember. I think that when I was like, I didn't lose my pacifier until I was 5, so I still had it. I
Oh,
still had my when I was 5, I had my pacifier though. I mean, I don't know. Eventually, it was taken out, and then I just learned to live without it.
hold on one second. Go ahead, keep talking. I'll listen to you.
Yeah. No, I've got nothing at the moment.
But yeah, those are all the types of issues that we're having, and it's just so
Mm,
much going. Y'all can't keep saying that the kids are the problems when, at the end of the day, the adults are the biggest issues. Hold on one second. Let me deal with my son real quick. I'm coming.
okay.
I'm sorry. I know. Let me do better though. You got the AC on in your room?
Mm,
Sit up. Okay. I do apologize for that. I had to deal with my son. My bad. Yeah, I got 2 sick kids here today. Tilt your head back. You gotta keep it like that. But yeah, those are the issues that we're having, and people get mad when we bring issues up like this. I've seen actually people listen. I've seen a lot of parents out here snap when we have conversations like this. Like, what you getting offended for? Like, we're having these issues. Instead of getting pissed off, we need to bring the solutions to the table, and that's the issues. I've noticed that with not just that, but with a lot of with everything that goes on around here. When people hear the truth, when people bring, solutions to the table, people get mad. But isn't that what y'all was asking for? Y'all asking for this to get done. Y'all asking for solutions for this. But when they're all brought to the table, everybody scatters. Or they act like they blind. Or they didn't see that they got the support or the help that they were just asking for. People's
mhm.
just
Yeah, I can see what you mean though. For me, like in my home though, basically my mom like with all three, basically me and my siblings, the way she's teaching, yes, still listening to everything. She's treating us like adults. So it's basically in a way we're not relying on her forever.
yep. And that's a fact. Like, I've had issues with somebody not so long ago. This lady gonna curse me out because she got mad at the fact that I didn't lie to my kids about Santa Claus. She's like, how you gonna ruin their lives like that? I said, I didn't ruin nothing. I sat here and I told my kids the truth. If you want to sit here and tell your kids that Santa Claus is real, that this is that, blah blah blah, that's on you. But I'm telling them the truth. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
I learned that
For
with my
me,
first
I'm very sorry, as I was
every
saying, I'm very fortunate to I already knew Santa wasn't real long time ago. It's just that I didn't learn the truth of Halloween until I was 13.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't learn the truth about a lot of stuff until we get older. Like, a lot of people still don't know the truth about Thanksgiving. This old head the other day, she gonna tell me, "Oh, you're depriving your kids because you don't celebrate holidays." I ain't depriving them from nothing. Because listen, at the end of the day, you celebrate what you want to celebrate with. For let me ask you a question: what you celebrating? Yeah, we're
Yeah,
supposed to be thankful for our lives every day. I'm grateful for my kids every day, not just on this holiday, not on the day where allegedly, well, I'm not going to say allegedly because this is true. This is something that happened. Not on the day where they slaughtered all of our ancestors, whether they were African warriors or whether they were Native Indians. I'm not, nah, like, I know everything. Like, I sat here and I read page by page what happened, throughout our history. I'm not giving thanks to that, but I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for God letting me breathe another day. I'm grateful for God letting me, overcome each and every one of these obstacles. I'm
yeah,
grateful for that. I don't celebrate Christmas, and my kids know I don't celebrate Christmas and why, but what I do is I let them have fun. I buy them presents every day. Why should I have to just wait for that day to sit here? Oh, let me fill up a tree full of. What's the point of the Christmas presents?
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, you're supposed to be grateful, right? So now we got you kids
Yeah,
custom.
because
How about
sorry,
the kids?
just that basically when I was 13, my mom showed me this lecture. His name is Abdul Hasim Quick or whatever. I can't remember his name is, but she showed me this lecture, something actually about, the truth of Christmas and everything. And when I watched it and when I heard it, no, when I heard about it, it was like, man, I already knew that, but I actually learned more. And also Halloween as well.
Halloween, El Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
There's way more to it, but let's just leave it at that. But you're right. But my whole thing is, I'm not gonna lie to my kids and have them thinking that every year they gotta have Christmas presents. I've been up and down with my kids, up and down, and I don't want them knowing that there's times where I can't get them stuff or something like this. No, I'm not gonna sit here and have them thinking that every year they gotta have a present under a tree. Or how can I sit here? I've seen other kids come at other kids because, oh, Santa left me all these presents, but this kid didn't get no presents and he wasn't a bad kid this year, right? Because allegedly Santa brings presents to all the good kids. Now, if you're a bad kid, you get nothing under the tree or you get a coal in the stocking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have these kids believing that no, their parents at that moment couldn't get them nothing. So y'all making it seem like it's about the Christmas, but there's a whole story behind that. There's a reason it's like that and why we do the stuff and why we believe it's like that. There is a whole story behind that shit. The reason why all this is being done. But at the end of the day, we don't want to wake up. And this is not the live for that. So I have a whole nother live set up for that. I'm just trying to figure out how and when. But anyways, like I was saying, like it's so much to this shit. Like got these kids thinking shit that it shouldn't be. Like one kid gets money under his pillow because allegedly the tooth fairy put it there, but this kid didn't get no money and they lost their teeth. Why? Well, shorty, because your parent had a rough time this week or this month or however it goes, and they couldn't afford to put $5, a dollar under the pillow for you.
Yeah.
Like we gotta be real with them. Like let's stop making them think that. Listen, man, I grew up on fairy tales my whole life. And I don't sit here and think like never once did I believe the tooth fairy was real shit.
Okay. For me, I did at some point, and then I eventually realized at some point when I got older, I can't remember what age, but I started to realize that it ain't real though.
Mm-mm. I always had questions. If people get mad, always had questions. I always questioned everything ever since I was little. Like to the point where people was like, "Yo, man, you're gonna be a lawyer or a detective when you grow up." I always questioned everything. So at the end of
Mm,
the day, I'm not going to lie to my kids. That's not fair. We want to make a change and we want to make a difference, but we got these kids thinking that the holidays is, oh wait, Christmas is coming, Three Kings is coming. We are expected to have presents in the house. No, it's not like that. Not every parent could afford to celebrate all these holidays. Like, let's be honest with them. And y'all wondering why these kids are hurting each other and just worrying about name brand shit in these schools. Because
mm-hmm.
that's what we're worried about. Y'all wondering where they acting and getting these behaviors from? They're getting it from us, the adults. And y'all still thinking that I'm going to worry about the adults? No. I'm getting to where I have to get to, the youth. I'm seeing them make a difference in their lives. And that's what matters to me. If I can make a difference in their lives, nothing else matters. It's
Mm-hmm.
too much. We can't keep having these kids thinking that the only way to make money is by getting a scholarship and making it into a basketball team or a football team or becoming a rapper. No, y'all can start your own businesses and we are the problem. We're the biggest virus that we have. But yeah, once again, getting back on topic, I don't know, a lot of y'all, people out there, like I was saying earlier, um, where is it? We're gonna start doing hashtag mental health for the men. I don't know how y'all men, are feeling out here today. I hope, that a lot of y'all are able to be next to y'all, loved ones and stuff like that. Hope a lot of y'all are able to be next to y'all kids. But a lot of these men are going through a lot, and they're not able to talk about it. Real shit. So after this, I will give my opinion. Give me 1 second. I just want y'all to hear this song. So yeah, like I was saying, I hear us talk so much about, hashtag mental health. It is real. It exists. We talk about the women. We talk about the kids and stuff like that. Men, we want y'all to know, Riders for Life. The Riders for Life We Fight to Reunite organization is going to sit here and we're going to, try to find a way how we could, bring awareness to the hashtag mental health for men, because we know that there's a lot of real men out here that are going through it a lot, that are depressed because of whatever it is that is happening in your life, whether it has to do with a child, a parent, a sibling, a loved one, or whatever the reason is. A custody case, support case. Like, for those of y'all that think that men don't get abused, that they don't get molested, they do. And those men that do get abused and do get molested, I'm hoping that y'all can hear me. Those men have a very hard time speaking on their issues, on what they went through. It's not easy for them. If y'all think that it's hard for a woman to speak up when she has been molested or she has been raped, it is even harder for a man to speak and to speak on his truth, especially with the way social media is nowadays. The way social media nowadays is, when a man speaks up, he'll get turned into a meme. That is messed up. Or they'll put him and he becomes a part of a diss song. A man should be able to come out and speak their truth or whatever they went through the same way a woman. I hear so many women talk about women rights, women equality, women this, women that. But you know what's crazy? We got way more than what these men out here got. We got so much power in the palm of our hands and we take advantage of it, and these men don't have it. We scream rape, they in jail. We scream abuse, they in jail. No questions asked. It's now that we're hitting 2024 that you're starting to see a little bit of changes and a little bit of differences, where you see women that are falsely accusing men of domestic violence and more get consequences for their actions. Before, it wasn't even like that. So I'm starting to see a little change when it comes to that. So men, we want y'all to know we are here, we're listening, and we know that y'all got problems too. Like, when it comes to the Writers for Life, we're not just going to speak about the problems that the women have. Men out here have issues. True, there's men out here that are going through it. They're going through a divorce and they should have rights to be with their kids, and they can. They can't. There's so many men out here fighting to be with their kids, to be able to see their kids just one day, and they can't. So many things happening. Like, y'all think that when a woman loses a child, she's the only one that's entitled to cry. A man feels pain when he loses a child too. He gets depressed. Sometimes they turn to alcohol, they turn to pills, they turn to drugs. Men have feelings just like us women, and they are entitled to cry or express themselves. They are entitled to talk about what they went through without being judged or brought down. They should be entitled to be heard without being talked about. If you have a problem with a man speaking his truth or a man going through something, then there's something wrong with you. So, like I said, hashtag mental health for the men coming real soon. We already got the hashtag. Rest in peace to all predators. I'm about to bring out the hashtag. Let's put all pedophiles away. Yours, mine, his, hers, everyone's. So there's kind of a lot of shirts I'm coming out with. Anita Sweet, The Word, Angel Hatton. I spoke to my baby pops. I've been dealing with a lot. Just when I thought that I was getting my shit together, like a lot of y'all know, I just got into that car accident. I dealt with my son's situation, right? I'm gonna take the gifts myself in person. Guys, like I told y'all, we're starting the Riders for Life. The Riders for Life merchandise is coming real soon, right? But we got the good times and stuff like that. I told y'all I'm stacking up on these joints. I pay for them. And what I do is I sell them and I make like $5 to $10 off of them. And profits go into me starting a community center. We got a couple of these. For those of you smokers out there, as y'all can see, these are original Good Times. They make them themselves. And I purchase from their company and I resell them profits. Like I said, as y'all can see, I'm going to start making blessings. For those of y'all that don't know, it's fiance in the chat. I said blessings to my own fiance. Ain't that? But my fiance just hopped on the chat. What's up, baby daddy? How you doing? But yeah, we got these $50. If I do sell them online, because we got the Stripe account and stuff like that. If I do sell these Jones online, I gotta sell them for $60 because I gotta deal with the shipping and handling. Well, we got these right here. If you're in Philly, we can deliver them to you. These are $50, cash in hand, right? We got these online. They're $45 here in person. Like if you're in Philly, I could deliver them to you for $35. Same time, this the same as this shirt right here, but in the front it just has the Good Time logo on it. Like I told y'all, yeah. And y'all Good Time gifts for Angel Hatton. Angel, it was Anita Sweet and the Word. I spoke to my baby pops. I'm sorry, we've been dealing with a lot. Like I said, I'm gonna have him take me to the post office. I'm gonna deliver it myself. Send y'all the little thingy through Discord. But yeah, we got these. I'm about to start having back my Riders for Life shirts. As y'all can see. And I'm about to share the screen with y'all so that y'all can see what shirts we got online. See, these are all good times. Young Riaz, I didn't even notice you went down. Thank you for coming up and showing the shorty support. But as y'all can see, yeah, this is what a shorty is doing to raise money. My bad. So I am stacking up on these little jaws. And I'm gonna share the screen with y'all so that y'all can see what I got online. And I'm gonna be rocking my own merch real soon. Hold on one second. Because I want to make sure y'all hear me. All right, so I don't need the videos. This is what's gonna come out. Hold on one second, because I gotta put an SD card real quick. So we do got these online. Oh, damn! I was like, where I go? All right, give me one. Hold on, because we do got the virtual store on TikTok, but I gotta bring out the pictures because I can zoom in better on my folder. All right, let me know if y'all can see the screen as I'm sharing it. All right. All right, can y'all see the screen? Yeah. All right. So I'm hoping that y'all can see that. All right, can y'all see that? All right. So these are the new Riders for Life hoodies right here. We got them on the virtual store on TikTok. All right. My bad. All right. So we got the Riders for Life hoodies right here, as y'all can see. We got the caps. So we got these caps right here. And each and every one of these this merch is going to be on the TikTok store. We got joggers with our logo on it. And all, like I said, all profit towards this, I am going to use to open up a community center for our youth. We also got shirts. Oh, I don't think y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Nope. So we also got our shirts. For those of y'all that have heard me read out loud my poems and stuff like that, we got shirts with the poems on them. Why did it do that? Is y'all able to see? Nope, it took me off the screen. All right. Sorry. Here we go. My bad. I'm getting used to this. Here we go. All right, my bad. All right, here we go. Damn, I was trying to figure out where the heck are they? All right. All right, hopefully y'all can see that. Yep, y'all can. There we go. All right, so we got our joggers here. Male and female, these are all unisex. Riders for Life joggers. And that goes with the hoodies. And as y'all can see, we got different varieties of colors, sizes. And hopefully now I can make this bigger so y'all can see the damn hoodie right. Yeah, I'm about to end this live too. I just wanted y'all to see. This is what we doing to actually trying to bring the resources and the help that for our kids. There we go. So these are our joggers right here, our hoodies. These the back of the hoodie. And they come in different colors too. So hold on 1 second while I find the rest in peace. And for those of y'all that were wondering, yes, we do got the hashtag rest in peace. All predators. Here we go. There's a lot of y'all asked me for these shirts. Listen, for those that are asking, make sure y'all see me on TikTok. We got the TikTok shop. It will leave me a message and I will be able to fulfill y'all order. So I'm going to be rocking my merchandise real soon. But yeah, these the we building caskets in here. Rest in peace, hashtag all predators. Got the hoodies with this John. Yep. All right, y'all. I want to thank everybody that has come up, that has shown support, that has rocked out with a shorty, that, that is sharing the videos, that is commenting, that, is sharing with a shorty. Because like I told y'all before, what y'all say here could probably help me when it comes out to the community out here. So I want to thank everybody for supporting me. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have made it this far. Thank all of y'all. Listen, we're on the road to 500. Make sure y'all subbed up. If y'all don't sub up, y'all not going to know when I go live because I don't really schedule my lives. I do uploads. I want to thank everybody that's sharing the videos, that's leaving their comments, that is helping a shorty. I told y'all once a shorty gets monetized after January, and I deal with all these little things, we'll do the test y'all noggin again and much more. I'm not going to do it until I get monetized because I'm going to, how can I do it? Start the members only because I want to start doing certain conversations where I don't want no little kids allowed at all. So unless you're a member, you won't be able to, participate or be a part of those, conversations. Like we want to have lady conversations to be a part of the ladies' night, to be a part of the conversation, a man's night to be a part of the conversation so that we could, bring different solutions to the tables when it comes to our communities, worldwide, nationwide, however y'all want to call it. But we're here, like I said, we're not here to judge. We're not here to beef. That's not what this channel is for. We're here to build. We're here to bring solutions and try to reach the youth. Same thing I am doing out here when I put that footwork in is the same thing I'm doing here on social media. I'm not a character. I'm not somebody different on social media. The same thing I do out here is the same thing I am doing here. Same thing I talk about out here with these kids are the same things I try to come on here and get the grown-ups to talk about so that we could try to come together and build and show these kids that there's different ways. That is not just the way that they think and see on TV or in the movies. Like some of these kids are opening up their eyes and y'all not even seeing it. That's the crazy part. Like there's no more unity in community and we need to start seeing each community as a village. So shout out to the word because he the one that put me onto that. Like I'm starting to learn more about the villages and the tribes. Like I said, I've already knew some shit, but now I know way more. So listen, knowledge is power. So to those of y'all out there, if y'all keep thinking that being divided is the way, if y'all keep thinking that focusing about what other people are doing instead of, focusing on being a better you than what you was yesterday is the way to go, then keep following that trend. If you keep thinking that you can come on here on social media, keep thinking that you're untouchable, that you can come on here and talk about anybody, whichever way you please, or say anything about anybody without somebody not saying something back. I don't know. Listen, all I can tell you is don't get out of bed. Stay in bed. Stay asleep because you're not woke. And you can't walk around blindfolded. You're not untouchable. Those of you out here disparaging, bringing people down, bullying them, talking about people's families and much more, y'all touchable. It's been proven. A lot of people have died behind the social media bullshit because people want to follow a trend. Y'all want to keep being toxic? Go ahead. Y'all want to keep being negative? Go ahead. Me, personally, I'm not going to change what I'm doing, who I am, for nobody. I've had a lot of people come on here like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should run your pants. No, I'm not going to do that. Because at the end of the day, I already know what it is that I want to do. And I'm not looking for people to sit here and just kiss my ass. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that a lot of people's going to come on here and not agree with what I'm saying. I've been on here for a minute. I've lived, I've learned. Listen, man, YouTube has taught me how to be very strong on social media, real shit. Because I've had people come at me. I've had people bring me down. I've had people lash at me for speaking up for the right thing. I've had people turn on me. I've had people, play me. There's no shame in my game. There's social media. Shit happens. But that don't mean that I can't be careful. That don't mean that shit. But with the shit that I've been on here, it has taught me to also watch my surroundings. Shit, I was watching them around me, but I have to watch them around here. I want y'all to also know that there's going to be a lot of people on here that y'all might think is good, but there's a lot of predators in these chats here on social media. So you have to watch your chat too. I'm going to start doing for a lot of the podcasts, I'm going to start doing subscriber modes only. Because, like I've said before, I've had to sit here and delete a lot of DMs. I'm not going to sit here and associate myself with predators on social media. I'm not going to do it on real life, so I won't do it on social media. Listen, man, everybody knows my real name. They know my nickname. I'm not a character on this John. I don't come on here for plays. I don't come on here for skits. I came on here on a mission and with a goal. And it's to get people together. I got the petition out there. I need to start reposting it more and more now so that more parents can see what it is that I'm trying to do. And listen, little by little, I'm going to get there. I ain't worried about the views right now or none of that. What I'm worried about is spreading that message and getting the parents together. And hopefully us together, we can fight the school system and get what we need when it comes to these schools. If not, listen, if y'all want to let the government do it, it's not going to be the way we need it to be done. And y'all hear how I didn't say want it to be done. It's not going to be done the way we need it to be done. So for those of y'all that want to sit here and play and listen, when we got the podcast, we could roast, we could do comedy, we could talk about so many things as a podcast. One thing I will not accept here on my panel is people talking about people's deceased loved ones, people bringing up people's kids. You got a problem with somebody, it's with you and that person. There's no reason why on my panel anybody should bring anybody's kids or anybody should bring anybody's mess from anywhere else here. So like I said, we're going to get it on and popping once after January passes and I reach the 500 in the watch hours that I need to get monetized. And we're going to do this. So let's see how this John goes and how this all works. And hopefully, like I said, together we can reach more of the youth. So until next time, this y'all shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. And don't forget, do not recommend nobody that has predator tendencies, has pedophilia tendencies, has the tendencies of a groomer or any of that. Because I will expose them. There's no filters in my mouth. There's no hairs in my tongue. So, see y'all.